Starting lineup featuring Shai Odom, Terren Frank, another member of the ESPN 100. He's number 15 down in the middle block area. Amari Bailey, a sophomore, but on the ESPN 25 list. He's got the basketball right now. Throws to the corner to Zaire Wade, the son of Dwayne Wade. Yes, a gluttony of riches here for Sierra Canyon. The first bucket of the season goes to Shai Odom, 6'5" sophomore, originally from Roxbury, Massachusetts. So 2-0 our score. Montgomery, 27-win team season ago, one of the top teams in the San Diego section. Shot blocked by Brandon Boston Jr. in transition. Layup is missed, but a foul called. And Amari Bailey will head to the line. See Zaire Wade right there in the middle, the son, of course, of Dwayne Wade. Amari Bailey, one of the top sophomores in the country. We mentioned B.J. Boston, already committed to Kentucky. At the line for Sierra Canyon is Amari Bailey. This is the first one strong. Early full court pressure from Sierra Canyon. Bailey the steal. Work it down low. Brandon Boston Jr. swat on the first try. Second is an and one opportunity for the senior. Transferred all the way from Norcross, Georgia. For Sierra Canyon, they're 1 for 3 from the stripe, but a lot of offensive rebounds. A lot of athleticism on display. Boston missed the putback. Now the bucket goes down for Terren Frank. And then we'll see later on, Harold Yu stands in at 7'3", but the first bucket is in for Montgomery. Isaac Well, maybe one of the at least top 5 players, but certainly not the main attraction most nights. And that's one of the things that his coaching staff is really excited to see, how Zaire's playing ability rises. Corner 3, no. The home crowd here at Montgomery living and dying with every shot attempt, knowing full well how good players like Brandon Boston, who just had that lay-in, are for Sierra Canyon. They want their players to have their moments. Another missed 3. And a rebound, this time to Amari Bailey. Alley-oop and a throwdown for Zaire Wade. .6'2" senior. Coach Chevalier says he has a chance to be really special and have his game grow. And the crowd is going nuts right now as his dad just walked into the building. You see him there in the yellow hat, yellow beanie, across the way, Dwayne Wade walking into the gym. Seven-win season, but they graduated about 65 points per game from last year's team that went 27-5. Off the offensive board, a pass inside, an easy flip in for Terren Frank, the TCU commit. 4 early, 14-2 in favor of Sierra Canyon. Jay Hickman into the corner, 3 on the way, and it rattles down for Tidris Tashome. Kick down low, Gell missed the runner. And the rebound collected by Yu, sent it ahead, and another throwdown. Shai Odom, sophomore, with his second bucket today. Crawl in off the 10. Rebound by Yu. Fast break opportunity for Sierra Canyon. They do like to run. Nice lay in there by Brandon Boston Jr. Number 0, Bronny James. High school debut for the son of LeBron James, and there's a lot of people on social media that want to heavily critique a young man about how he drives the lane when he's not legally able to drive a car. Hopefully he and all of you can just enjoy the debut here in high school. Throw it ahead for Bronny, and couldn't quite handle the pass. Turnover back to the Aztecs. He is certainly tracking as a high major prospect. There will be a lot of eyes on him. Turnover forced by Sierra Canyon, the run out and the lay-in for Brandon Boston Jr. Senior commit to Kentucky. 8 early, and it's a 15-point lead for Sierra Canyon. Frank, long lay-in attempt won't go, gets his own rebound and puts it back in. 8 points early for the 6'7" senior. And the opportunity to get their players ready. There is head coach Andre Chevalier, who in addition to being a great coach of future college talent, is also the father of a great college talent. His daughter Ashley committed to Texas. And the jumper won't go down. Rebound controlled by Yu. You doesn't really have to jump to rebound in this game, by the way. 1 second on the clock. Terren Frank goes coast to coast. He'll finish the first quarter with 10. And Sierra Canyon off and running for this new season, up 28-5. All Sierra Canyon so far. Zaire Wade getting his first dunk in a Sierra Canyon uniform. Then Brandon Boston Jr., the Kentucky commit, showing things early as well. 28-5, Sierra Canyon leading at the end of the quarter. He is better equipped to handle that kind of spotlight and pressure. Bronny James knocks down his first career high school bucket. It's a corner three. Another steal for Sierra Canyon and the lay-in for Amari Bailey. So much of the attention on the Sierra Canyon squad has to do with Bronny James, who's out there playing defensively. Special for him. Here's a look at it. Bronny subbing out right now. Open look. Knocks down the triple. Subbed out. The star-studded Sierra Canyon team. Ball tipped by Amari Bailey, one of the top sophomores in the country. Coach Chevalier says he thinks that is the best sophomore. Great feed, and Terren Frank, another jam. 30-point advantage for Sierra Canyon. Frank a dozen. Frank gets another steal and another lay-in. Timeout, Montgomery for the Aztecs. Sierra Canyon able to break the pressure. The lob and the jam for Brandon Boston Jr. Kentucky commit, cracks double figures. He has 11. NBA superstars. Brandon Boston Jr. might be the best player on the team at the moment for Sierra Canyon. Gets a steal, sends it up front. Amari Bailey, sophomore sensation, with the jam. And another steal for Bailey. Throws it up the floor. Shy Odom, miss. Rebound and the putback for Brandon Boston Jr. Another timeout by Montgomery. Coach Martin using everything as a teachable moment in the class of 2021. Certainly has that leaping ability. Bronny James, number 0, is just headed to the scores table. He'll be checking in again. Ball down low and a lay-in for Shy Odom. His first bucket here in the second quarter, 15. And Brandon Boston Jr., 13 for Sierra Canyon. The 2 ESPN 100 players available to play tonight. There's a 3 for Tidris to show me. His second triple of the game. He leads the squad with 7. Dwayne Wade is in the building. His son Zaire here for Sierra Canyon. Wade's got an offer from Nebraska. Coach Chevalier said a lot of the West Coast schools are watching carefully. Both free throws miss. Rebound controlled by Frank. Throws up the floor, and Wade will jam it home. Check out Frank's steal and easy two-handed flush for Zaire Wade. Working against the press of Montgomery. The lob down low. Boston Jr., the lay-in. Montgomery, in addition to graduating 65 points from last year, 2 of his better players are also football players who are injured and not available. Isaiah King, who had a fractured tibia, he's going to be out a long while. And Jaheim Williams, who suffered a high ankle sprain, to ESPN 100 stars. Drive, and the fancy lay-in goes down for Jay Hickman. That's a bucket he's always going to remember. Terren Frank drives the lane, and an easy deuce. Back over. Hickman gives it off to Show Me. Nails the 3. Even Dwayne Wade is smiling at that one. Oh, Boston behind the back, and he gets the lay-in. That'll end the half. I love Bronny James. And you see Dwayne Wade with yellow beanie just walking down the sideline. That might be all for him already. We'll see if he makes his way back in. The sophomore picks it off easily. B.J. Boston. Smooth baseline dribble into the corner. Terren Frank knocks down the triple. That's his first of the game. He's future. Coach Chevalier says he is that prototypical stretch 4. A block right to the freshman Reyes. Coach Chevalier said during this season, especially games like this where he knows his squad is heavily favored, They want to get a lot of players in, a lot of guys to get the run. There is a lay-in for Bronny James. There's Bronny James. Nice move in the lay-in, his second career high school bucket. There's a steal for Tukey Wigington. Up the floor. Morris kicks it out. 3 on the way from White. Yes. With which he's allowed our crew to come in and do their thing. Yu for 3. Got it. The big man. I told you he's got some touch on that shot. Look at the skill set for Harold Yu. Everyone shoots threes these days. Pretty stroke. Bronny James, corner 3. Got it. Bronny James, his second triple so far here tonight. Turnover at midcourt, steal. And Sierra Canyon missed the runner, but Bronny James cleans it up. Here's a look at the play. Flows to the corner. And in rhythm, knocks it down. He's been very efficient. I can only recall him missing 1 shot tonight. ESPN 100 as seniors. Asked Paul about where Bronny James would rank if you made an ESPN 100 of the collective freshman and sophomore classes. Bronny comes up empty on the 3. Yu, the rebound and the putback slam. BJ Boston, the Kentucky commit. 22 for him tonight. Terren Frank, he's got 20, including this 3 right here. And then, of course, Harold Yu getting hot here in the third quarter. The big man from way downtown. Fourth quarter is then. Tibbet, quarter 3. Miss, but a rebound offensively from Matoyer. Up and under for 2. Big task of taking on Sierra Canyon. We talked to their coach at halftime, and he reminded us that even when they had Marvin Bagley III, they were a team that knocked out. So they are taking notice. And coach was very high on the potential that Zaire has and that he'll get a chance to show. And they've had several moments tonight, but the game and the win, it belongs to Sierra Canyon. 91-44 in favor of the Trailblazers. They are 1-0 to start the new season. Big game for BJ Boston, leading the way in scoring with 22. And there is Bronny James, who in his high school debut scored 10 for Sierra Canyon, coming off the bench, knocking down a couple of threes. We thank you for watching the ESPN High School Basketball Series. Tonight in San Diego, Sierra Canyon romps to a 91-44 win. Be sure to join us again tomorrow when the number 8 team in the country takes on St. Augustine from San Diego. Tip scheduled for 11 Eastern. For our entire crew, I'm Sam Farber saying it's been a pleasure and a privilege. Thanks for tuning in to ESPN High School Basketball.